Hey everybody, welcome back to some more Thea The Awakening. Everything in the chat's gonna confuse you now, if you're watching this on YouTube, because we were making a whole bunch of dumb jokes. We're back at the game. So, between episodes, didn't do anything. I haven't off-screened anything, as you can see from like my movement and everything up here. This is exactly where we left off. I got a really good question on the comments for the previous one on YouTube. I was asked by somebody, hey, why don't you... Let me just check my inventory here. Okay, I'm happy with that. I was asked, why don't you burn, why aren't you burning fuel when you're gathering? Because if you're not burning fuel, you get half the gather rate. That's about twofold. There are two reasons on that. One, I just forget sometimes. I'm shit. I've beaten the game so many times, and yet sometimes I literally just forget for like forever that I'm not burning fuel. The other one is early on, I'll intentionally not burn fuel a lot of the time, because early on a lot of your characters have very little health, and thus it's very, very easy to get them below 30% of their health. And if they're below 30% of their health, they have a chance of dying every turn. But if you're burning firewood, they're healing. So as long as they're healing, hopefully they only have one dice roll on if they die or not. So as a reminder, we're naming everybody after people in the chat. So we have Unhandy, Hannah Corporeal, High MDB, Roll Fizzle Beef, Siphon, Jetstream, Eating All the Mushrooms, T-Dog, and your boy Sheik in the group out there. And back in town, we have Super Mustache, Denjin Oda, and Invisible Dragon. That's everybody we got so far. Now, we're probably going to cheese the hell out of this file because we have tons of dragon leather around us, and we really, really want that. What is this group of enemies? 1 skeleton, 4 broken skeletons, so that would be a stealth challenge level 2. And would we be able to pull that off? Backstab, distraction. We have good traits for a stealth challenge. We could probably just auto-do it. Yeah, we could pretty safely auto-do that one, couldn't we? Let's take him out. I'm gonna do sneak and auto resolve. Boom, did it. No damage taken. Easy. We got ourselves a smith's apron, which is actually a lot of armor considering how light it is. Who here is not armored? You. You can't wear it. Too heavy. You can wear it though. Sweet. And we also have a metal ring, which gives 2 armor, which is pretty good, and distraction for sneak and hunt challenges. Damages the enemy and heals you for the starting mine. So it's leech for hunt and sneak. Okay. I could just give a second one to you, but backstab is also sneak and hunt. Double backstab damage. Yeah. We will just give it to a random warrior then. What stream are we on? This is the second stream of the game. Okay, let's go get some more dragon leather. I believe that's what we're focusing on right now, is just getting a lot of dragon leather for the sake of our crafting. As you can see up here, we're making dragon shells, which is an amazing medium armor. It's debatably the best armor in the game. It's very, very light, which is always good. We'll burn wood just because we can easily gather more of it while we're here. How low can we actually get this number? We can get it down to 2. That's really good. And then the people who aren't good at gathering can just get some wood to keep the supply up. Now later I want to make a group entirely dedicated to gathering. That'll help a lot. Over 50 people in the stream right now? Yeah. It's probably because we got promoted on the Twitter. Sevi was promoting us on the Smashcast Twitter. Didn't we want to breach 100? Our record is 150. It was on the launch of a game. I don't remember which one it was, though. Actually, you know what? It might have been when I did a day 1 stream of one of the Payday 2 DLC. Because I used to do a lot of Payday 2 on my YouTube show. Oh, shit. Will you set up camp? You discover a heavy metal chest in the hidden away in some shrubbery. I'm actually going to just leave it alone for the 1 experience, because I'm pretty confident we wouldn't be able to beat a level 3 challenge this early in the game. Trying to add a little thanks, I appreciate it. I'll show some love for pre-stream Return of the Giants. For anyone watching this on YouTube later, I have a pre-stream logo when I'm like introducing a stream but not recording yet. And the logo ended up going perfectly over the name of the game. So it was called pre-stream Return of the Giants. It was pretty great. All right. We have some skeleton bones. We got some dragon leather really easily there. And how goes the production? Perfectly fine. We almost have some done. So, buildings, all we have is a pasture. That's something we've lagged behind on for the sake of beelining towards this tech. And it'll have been very worth it. I predict in a turn or two we're actually going to have another science point, and I'm thinking we're going to want to start getting towards Cabbage Patch, a cabbage field, and get it, like, really upgraded.
Not an easy place to grow
we want a warrior.
Becoming an adult isn't it?
Alright. First name I see who's not already in the game is going to be this warrior. One Savvy Siren! There we go. Savvy, you are the new defender of the village. So what are your stats right here? So you've got natural backstab. That's pretty nice. Although, you're not going to be doing many offensive challenges. Natural intellect of 3. Tactics of 3. Tactics is pretty nice. Natural armor of 11 is not bad for natural armor. 8 damage despite having no weapon. Oh, right, because you have 8 strength. Okay, that's about average for a warrior. Maybe a little below average. 3 attractiveness. Everyone on our team has some attractiveness and speech skill due to worshipping the sun god. Yeah, you've got pretty average stats for... Actually, you know what? For a level 2 warrior, slightly above average. Not the best health in the world. But that's not a big deal. We're going to really armor you up. We could give you... I don't want to give you Dragon Shell armor yet, because we need that on the groups that are going out first. Savvy Guardian of the Village and Smashcast. I actually wouldn't mind giving you... The crafting tool. It's a shit one, but it'll help you with cooking and stuff. For whatever reason, this shitty mallet will help you with cooking. So you can cook while you defend the place. I know that you cook a lot. I follow you on Twitter. All right, we just want to give you very defensive equipment. So we're going to give you a 2-handed sword in one hand because warriors can do that. We're going to give you a pretty solid shield. And, that's too heavy. If I drop the mallet, you might be able to, though. That might be worth it. Yeah, it's worth it. It's exactly 400 out of 400. As you gain more strength from leveling up, I can give you that mallet back. Making ribs as we speak. I gotta learn some of your recipes sometime. I've been learning more and more recipes, and I really enjoy cooking. Like, I have egg fried rice almost every morning now, and it's fucking delicious. There we go. You've got pretty good armor. Your health isn't great, but nothing we can do about that other than leveling you up. Your shielding is very high, though. You're hopefully gonna be the tank that protects our people. And... you're just going to help with cooking. Yeah, takes you 8 turns just to make a little bit of food because you have no crafting skill. Once we have a smithy built, everyone in the village will always have some crafting skill, and that will make the cooking a lot easier. For whatever reason, having a blacksmith shop helps with that. See ya, Josh Plays. Need to make one of the villagers Baron Blade? No, he's my arch nemesis. I can't stoop to that level. Alright, we got some more, Got some more wood. Good. Just making sure that we have enough of a supply that we never need to worry about gathering more. There we go. We have our first dragon shell done. He can't build anything else right now with the resources that we have. So temporarily, he's going to help with cooking. There we go. So Denjin Oda and Savvy are cooking together. Maybe Savvy will be a warrior that lives this time. Crazy, right? Yeah. Yeah, we didn't have the best track record with warriors last stream, which is why I wanted her to be a warrior so bad, is we don't have many. And so we really got to take advantage of that. So we really beelined our medium armor and our dragon leather. That's a really good opener. I'm really happy with that. So a good follow-up. It never hurts to have a well early on. You just get a random resource every turn, but it's a bit unreliable. Hey, Doodle Noodle. A cabbage field is a really good idea here. That will get us more babies. Although we want to build it out of good material, and we don't really have great material for it. If I click on this, you can see we need 25 of wood or stone. If we use regular wood, that's not great. I'd rather use something higher quality than that. I don't think we have a source of wheat that we found yet, which is a shame, because wheat has a high attract human rate, which would really help our population. And the catalyst we don't care about. We could just use regular wood. We could also get smithy, which is really important, because it means that when we have someone grow up to be a craftsman, they have more skill. More importantly, though, it gives extra crafting skill to everyone in the village, and you can only craft in the village. And it unlocks the ability to make good quality items, where there's a % chance that it'll have a bonus to an item. And that's really important. So we want to have a good smithy. I'm thinking we might need to unlock a good kind of wood first. We have dark wood that we could really, really easily get because it's adjacent to the village, so people in the village can gather it. Clay is a higher quality, though. Yeah, dark wood in high enough quantities will attract goblins. I really like goblins. We wouldn't be able to not use... You need 40 wood to get 1 point and attract goblins, so we can't get it from the cabbage patch. We could get it from the smithy. If we were to make a dark wood smithy. Could they both be made out of clay? Because clay has an attract animal thing on it. And clay is a higher quality. By the way, how's Fatima? She's doing good. She's still recovering from the whiplash from the car crash a couple weeks ago. But she's doing pretty well. She's got no serious injuries. Nothing broke or anything. Just very deep bruising. She goes to physio a few times a week for it. Which is thankfully paid by her insurance. Sorry, I'm really having a hard time deciding between getting clay and getting dark wood. We'll get both of them at some point, for sure. But, did you miss some? Yeah, I had a vlog about the car crash a few weeks ago. The dark wood would be easier to gather because it's adjacent to town, so the people in town could gather it. The clay is a little bit harder to get, but both goblins and animals are really good. However, the clay is a higher quality ingredient. So... yeah. And I get your reference, Retro. Clay, the Vancouver-based gaming company. I'll do Clay. That company is insane. They do such good games. And it's insane that they do. Like, every game they do is a different genre. And yet they rock it every time. Good to hear that Fatima's fine? Yeah. Hey, if she was so close to, like, her car was just totaled on the driver's side to the point that the doors couldn't open, she could have broken something easy. Now she's got a Honda Civic, though, which is what Brandon recommended to her. She's loving her new Honda Civic, and those things are so fucking safe. It's like a fucking tank. She likes that it's so much heavier than her old car, too. She can control so much better in the winter. Oh, shit, we do have a source of grain right here. I guess I just didn't notice that. All right, how much of this do we have? CEVJ. How much dragon leather we have? We have enough that we can go make another dragon shell. Okay, so we're gonna... whoops. I want to break camp. There we go. Let's drop this off back home. Then we're going to gather some clay. We're going to gather some wheat. And we're going to research Cabbage Patch next. I want dark wood and... no, I want clay and wheat. And that'll get us a really good quality Cabbage Patch for this early in the game. And I'll be pretty happy with that. Okay, get all that food the Savvy's been cooking us. And we don't have enough regular leather on that anymore. That's fine. Let's make it with a different ingredient. Yeah, we still need the very large amount of dragon leather because we want it to be very high quality. The catalyst, we don't care as much about. We do have the coal for it. Could do a string. Actually, you know what? We're going to do it with string, because we have string right here, and string is very low quality resource, so we can gather it incredibly quickly. Just like that. So just one turn on that. Oh, we're getting attacked by spiders. It's fine. There is a spider queen in the group. Auto-resolve. No damage. Nice. And we got ourselves a small amber charm. 2 to gathering, 1 to craft. The 2 to gathering is actually pretty nice. And concentration, intellect, and hex challenges. Concentration, damage placed in front of the last card. Also deals half. Okay, so it's the piercing bonus, but done in intellect and hex challenges. Okay, we will put that on your boy because he is our scholar. He's our best kind of magic-like class. Well, I say scholar because the book. He's a craftsman, but he's the smartest guy we have out on the field. So he'd be our best magic guy, even though he's not explicitly magic. He's just high intellect. And it'll give him a little bit of gathering skill, which isn't bad. How much string did we just get? We just got plenty. Good. We'll drop off that sword as well. Yeah, we're going to start using string as the catalyst for this. Until we have a smithy, we can just use string for it, because the better your catalyst, the better chance of a high-quality item. There we go, and he's back to work on making those dragon shells. However, If you don't have a smithy, there's no difference between different catalysts. Let me have it, MDB. The armor? Or the necklace? I don't know. Jetstream said it. Which team is Jetstream on? Oh, you probably want it because it's got gather rate, don't you? You know what? Not a bad idea, because you are one of our top 5 gatherers, so you're likely going to be gathering the really important shit. I'll put it on you. I care more about the gathering than I do the hex bonus. We're not getting in many magic fights. Okay. This is our first dragon shell. We also have this dragon scale armor. Roll Fizzlebeef is our best warrior right now, so we're actually going to give it to him. We've upgraded your armor. There we go. You've got double the leech, steel double the health. And you have way more as well. And we'll give the old dragon scale armor to our second best warrior. Actually, he's got a lot of armor already. On hand, he would probably get more out of it. Yeah. Can you not... No, it's too heavy for you. It's only 44 pounds. God, that is so light. We could probably take like a ring off of you and pull it off. Yeah. Okay, you don't need the 1 backstab skill. We'll give that to high MDB. And we'll give your old silk tunic to somebody who's just unarmored. Does Hitbot count as a human being? I like to think that Hitbot is a person who has absolutely... who's like the best multitasker ever and has no goddamn life. What's Mambar the god of besides wrestling? Anything he wants to be is probably the correct answer. Alright, we're gonna go get some clay. We can one-turn clay. Nice. That feels good. Alright, what's that near the base? 4 malicious spiders. Very weak. They can attack town. I'm sure Savvy will be fine.
The figure of a woman crossing the village square was seen just before sundown, but no one knows who she was. She wore dead flowers on her head, and her face was filled with sorrow. Your sleep this night is restless and uneasy, plagued by gruesome nightmares.
Alright, figure out what this may be. I don't have the ability to do other things. I bet you if I had a sage or a witch, they'd give me another option here.
You know that the woman is likely a Tesknica, known as the Longing Demon, a sorrowful creature seeking to bring melancholy into the hearts of those she touches. Although Tesknica usually roam cemeteries, but then again, what is Thea now if not a tomb of the Forsaken? You know there is a plant that may help ward you from her power.
Alright. Burn herbal incense from the plant around your people.
The sweet smell of the elderberry calms your sleep, and
curses.
when the woman appears once more, she seems to avoid the smoke. The sorrowful kiss of the Longing Demon consumes only a few souls this night. When they wake, their souls are heavy and their hearts darkened. Some will remain weakened forever, but others feel strengthened by their ordeal.
Yeah, we have 4 people who have curses now that we need to break. We do have a place we can take them to break the curses. It's up here, but we need to pay a bunch of food to do it, and I believe pass a trial. Sucks, but not much we could have done. T-Dog. Herbalism on a handy. 2 herbalism. That's pretty good. Siphon got some strength. Roll Fizzlebeef got 2 tactics. That's good. Back home, Savvy got health. Good. We really want Savvy's health to go up, because she doesn't have much health. Alright. Do we just want to roll with a few more turns of getting clay? We get 10 clay each time. That is really good. We need 50. I mean, 100 would be better because there's a few things I want to build entirely out of clay. So let's just do 10 turns of gathering clay. Spiders are attacking town. I'm just going to auto do it. I'm fairly sure that Savvy can handle it. There we go. No one even got hurt. Savvy handled it. There we go. Ah, we're 1 point off of another point of research. I was really hoping this would be enough. Okay, he can go make his silk tunic. We'll have to get more dragon hide soon. Again, I want to make a group that's dedicated to just getting that.
Insignia unknown to these lands. He is standing by a rock, clearly deep in thought, as he does not see you approach. When you look closer, you see he is looking at a sword half embedded in the rock.
Yeah. Hello there, fellow traveler. Are you okay?
The man jumps up, startled by your voice. He grabs the hilt of his sword, but does not draw it. He takes a few steps back and speaks. How dare you disturb a king's moment of peace? I mean, I'm sorry, old habits. I am no king, not anymore. But you, my friends, look like, well, potentially, that is, I mean, you could maybe be called knights, right?
Knights? King, what are you talking about? You're not from around here, are you? I'm sure everybody's already starting to get the vibe of what this is.
My name is Arathor. I have traveled here from afar in the west, led by an ancient quest from my forefathers. I was led to believe that this sword will help me rebuild my kingdom and save us from the darkness. Alas, I have lost all of my knights just getting here. And now that I am faced with the sword, those blasted demons, they have cursed me with weakness, and I am unable to fulfill my destiny.
Yeah, Arathor is Old Welsh for Arthur. It's King Arthur. Of course, my real life name is Mah-Dry-Bread, which is Old Welsh for Mordred. So I know this tale very well. But of course he's wandered far from home because this game is based largely off of Slavic paganism. So the sword is powerful enough to defeat the darkness.
The sword is my test, my burden, and my fate. It will not serve any other. My time is running out. I must return to my kingdom soon, or all shall be lost. Now, the sword is for me to claim, but as king, I can appoint you my knights, and you could claim it in my stead. The magic binding the weapon in stone will permit it, I think. Will you become my knights?
Hell yeah!
Knights? Oh, well, a knight is a brave warrior, sworn to serve their king and god, to uphold the law. It is a man. Sorry, well, I suppose in my kingdom we only appoint men, but desperate times. So, it is a person who is righteous and honorable. Now, I solemnly swear I will release you from my service once the deed I ask is done, and I hold the sword in my hand. Will you accept?
Yeah, I accept.
Wonderful. I knew fate would provide my salvation. I did not know if your hearts were pure enough, but your agreement to serve my purpose, with no promise of a reward, proves that you are indeed the ones I seek. Now, by the power of a rightfully anointed King of Camroth, I pronounce you Knights of Camroth, and I command you to take the sword for me.
All right, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna manually do it just in case. It's not a bad hand, actually. Yeah, I'm actually okay with this hand. Let's play this hand. Okay. Only 16 health. I guess that is as much as my max. And they have higher attack. Yeah, let's immediately just discard their other attack card. And do I have any high-level counter tactics on this? I have a 7, which might be good enough. Yeah, it was good enough. We discarded 2 of their cards right off the bat. That's really valuable. So that's everything they have. There we go. So what we do first, drop our highest health guy and shield ally, because they're going to be the one taking the brunt. Yep. Drop you in there, first action you. There we go. I'm pretty confident with this hand. We're winning this one. And phase 2 is just beating up their reserve cards. We win? We won that one pretty handily.
Pull out the sword from the stone. It looks like an ordinary weapon, except that it seems undamaged from its unusual sheath. When you hold it in your hands, however, you feel a surge of strange power coursing through your veins, and it feels really good.
Alright, we can keep it if we want to destroy the darkness, but I'm going to give it back to him.
The king drops down on one knee as he accepts the sword from you. He speaks, and his voice becomes more forceful and clear than before. Well done, my knights. You have passed the test of loyalty and purity of soul, for this sword is known to lead its keepers astray. An ancient bloodline runs in my veins, one that has, in the past, both failed and succeeded in this very test. It has always been my fate to hold this blade and see what I am made of. And since I do not heed the urge to cleave you where you stand, I am hopeful that I too have passed. I release you from your oaths, Knights of Camroth. May the fates bring you strength and prosperity. I also give you this map. It will lead you to a bridge where you will be tasked with a test, and if you pass, a treasure will reveal itself to you. I meant to find it myself, but it seems fate had other plans. So go forth and seek it out.
What will you do now?
I will now travel back to my lands, and using the sword, I will try to reclaim my kingdom and restore the Eternal Tower to ward off the darkness. I wish I could tell you more, but it seems other lands are in peril, and it is a knight's duty to protect and defend. Alas, I am also a king, and I must first right the wrongs of my own people. I feel a great destiny within you, and I hope you will succeed in your own quest one day. Farewell. The king bows to you and holds up the sword. A light shines down from the skies, and he disappears.
All right. King's Quest. Another great reference. And I remember what that quest actually ends up being, and I quite like it. All right, we have another research point. I think we right away want to get Cabbage Field, probably. Yeah, I think we want to go Cabbage Field on that one. How much clay do we have? 60. Okay, we're going to drop some off and then go back out. Here we go. Take the spare food. And you can get working on that clay cabbage field. Oh, wait, no. We need the, Right, we need, the wheat, which is right up here. Looks like there's some treasure in the area, too. Your name is Old Welsh, too. What's your name? You love this random event? Oh, it gets better. Okay, we'll just... right here. We're just gonna get a ton of grain. One more of it. Okay, that's tons of grain. That's more than we need. I just want to stockpile a little. Cameron. Ooh, that's a good name. I like the spelling.
You stumble across some
Alright, search, Tarms, fight. It's a level 1.
You search the buildings and
not bad. We got topaz. Yeah, we've already done that event a few times. It's just one of those basic you found treasure ones that are common around the starting area to help you get started. In fact, there was a crossbow in that, wasn't there? Yeah. Drop that crossbow on one of our warriors because they can handle the weight. It'll help them keep them useful even if they're not in the front row thing. Spoken like the name Cameron, which is how I said it. You're Welsh, but your name is Hebrew. Huh. All right, drop off all of these. There we go. Stock up on food. You know what? Keep these herbs on you. And give me some veggies. Keeping the herbs on me, because they're used in a lot of random events to stop poison from happening. Alright, you guys have the resources you want. I could also make a pasture with the wheat, too. Alright, and then use clay, and we can use regular wood as the catalyst. There we go. Attract children level 4, which is really good. Attract human level 3, which is really good. Now, if we had used the most basic resources, it'd be attract children 2, attract human 2. But by using grain, we get attract human up more. By using clay, which is a much higher quality than regular wood, we get attract children up to 4. So this will really help us with our population. So we're going to put Denjin Oda on building that. Should take 6 turns. All right, and we're just going to get a bit more string real quick, because we're going to be using a lot of it. There we go. One big grouping of it. And then I'm feeling just get more dragon leather. We're going to be doing a lot of that early game. It's mostly so that we can be eventful later. All right. Give both of our warriors those dragon shells then. And I think we can drop that off at home. Elven wood up there, which we might want later. Elves are pretty nice to have on your team. Every elf has the natural piercing attack bonus, which is really good. Having piercing attack and not being, not using a two-handed spear, because spears suck. But piercing bonus is good. So being able to have a piercing bonus while having a good weapon is really strong. All right. Yeah, I need to get a little bit more clay. There we go.
A sudden gust of wind rushes towards you and throws you off your feet. You hear a deep bellowing, and you feel the air is cold and harsh.
I just noticed that my people are also out of food. I just need to tell them to eat the food that I gave them. Totally forgot to tell them about the veggies. Okay, physical challenge 4. We know we can beat that.
You hold on tight and manage to steady yourselves. The wind still surrounds you, and you see strange faces in the air, whispering, "They have returned. They have returned." You also hear a child crying.
I'm gonna ask what's going on.
The faces in the wind seem to notice you for the first time. They twist and turn and only whisper, "The ones who build the skies and the mountains. They wake, and we must wake with them." The wind continues to blow, but the faces disappear. You still hear the child's cries, and you now see an infant lying on the ground. It looks kind of human, except for completely white eyes and white hair.
I'm gonna say take the baby with you. Demon or not, still needs your help.
You take the child with you, and as you do, its strange hair and eyes turn perfectly normal.
Thanks, Armode. Alright. Yeah, I'll take the kid. I'll take the freak kid. Alright, we have the cabbage field done, which means that we get children just randomly in our village at a much higher rate. As well as we have a high attract humans stat now, so we have a better chance that humans will just decide, hey, let's join this place. Okay, we're gonna build another pasture with our clay. There we go. +2 dead food and 3 to attract humans. So once again, bringing in a lot more humans and giving us 2 free meat every turn, which will really help us with our cooking. And we're just gonna keep gathering clay, because we really need it. Alright, just gonna roll through a bunch of turns.
Place to grow up in, but alas,
Gatherer.
becoming an adult is an important rite of passage.
Nice picture, Savvy. And this person... Oh, did they grow up with the group? Oh, it's the one who's with the group who just grew up. Okay. This person is going to be the first name I see, which is Zone Destroyed. Sweet, you're in the group. You have a natural gathering of 3, which is not awful. Not great, but not awful. We'll level you up. There we go. Speaking of level ups, we just got a big level up there. And let's research getting a smithy. What did we get? 6th sense on unhandy. More of that's good. Strength, nice. Lots of people got health. Health is always nice. And in the village, Savvy got some gathering skill, which we really don't need her to have any gathering skill. I was really hoping for more combat stats, because that's all we really care about on Savvy. I could always take her out with the group at some point, though, if she's going to end up with good gathering. But I just need her cooking right now. Could always have her gather some veggies or something at home. And yeah, I could have her gather like veggies, and then when oh, Denshin needs to switch to something else, switch to cooking, and then have the better gatherer work on the dark wood over there. How much clay? We have plenty of clay now, and plenty of wood. More gathering kills, more cabbage. All right, let's drop that off. Got a bunch of food. Let's get some of that cooked food too. Oh, we barely have any. Just leave it. Okay. All right, we just need to get more dragon leather then. This is a bit of what the early game is like, unfortunately. But I'm playing it very safe. I could be out adventuring hardcore and making a side group to deal with the leather for the most part. In fact, I think I'll do that on the next trip back home. I just want to make sure that I have good armor for my other people. There we go. So that the small gatherer group isn't just doomed even if a weak thing attacks them. Goblin warriors nearby, we can take them. And some regular skeletons, we can take them too. If they attack, we'll be fine. Warp snakes at home, easy. It's a level 1 challenge. We need more. We need to get, it's like every 19 leather, I believe it is, will get us 1 armor. I'll just abuse my image posting privileges, don't mind me. Go for it. Alright, Savvy took care of it. We got some gathering tools, actually, which we've been needing.
Until you discover a deep rift in the ground. When you look down, you see a vast area filled with rubble. Amongst the rubble stick out some enormous ivory bones of a dragon.
Take a closer look.
You notice that the rocks move unnaturally, and you soon realize that these must be rock trolls. You can either use the element of surprise and fight them, or try to sneak past unnoticed and collect some bones.
I believe if we attack them, we get more, but it's a very difficult challenge, whereas we know we can do level 2 sneak challenges. We've done it before.
You manage to sneak past the sleeping trolls comfortably.
Nice! These are both really good.
Quite large. You are able to collect a decent amount of dragon bones, and even some dragon hides, safely.
Alright, those are both really good. Oh, can't believe they're not attacking me. They might next turn, but I don't care. Sweet. Okay, this is a pretty good shipment of leather. We'll go drop this off. Ah, you have a lot of cabbage memes, and I don't know why. I like to think you've just saved these on your computer. There we go, we can eat the better food now. And Denjin, you can go right back to working on the dragon shells. So, let's break off into multiple groups here. First of all, Topaz... What do we need? What do we need? What was I gonna check? Armor. We don't have any more. Okay. Gathering tools, we have 1. It only has a 1 to gathering. That's really lame. I will leave that at home then. No use putting that on someone who's going out and is just gonna be weighed down when they could be wearing more armor. Alright. Move the silk tunics over to this group to make sure that everybody has some kind of armor. Good. And then the at-home team, does everyone have armor? Yes, good. Just making sure that everybody has some kind of armor. Okay. So we gotta split this team now. How do I want to split this exactly? I don't want to split off all of my gatherers. I'd say 3 gatherers is probably good. And keep this really high gathering 1 T-Dog with us. I really wouldn't mind a second, what is it? I really wouldn't mind a second hunter to help escort them. But we'll have to make do with what we've got. Yeah, this'll have to do for now. You know what, Zoned, you can go with them as well. Yeah, that group will be fine. And then, give them more food than they need. And a bit of wood. Did I not click the button to actually break off that team? Great, I'm an idiot. I'll just do it in this menu then. Oh no, it still has Expedition 2 on there. Okay. Weird. I think I'm dropping it on the ground? Okay. Yeah, I believe it was that, wasn't it? Was there another one? Yeah, I think I did that. I just left you. Yeah. Yeah, that looks right. There we go. Now we have a proper second team. Alright, and our expedition, our actual combat group is going to go south. Raging Storm. Okay. In Piran's name, we enter the storm. Pride might get hurt. Find cover. And we're fine. Okay. It's just sometimes you can randomly get hurt on that. If you actually worship Piran, you'll probably be fine, but we don't. Piran's kind of OP. By kind of, I mean extremely. He's like the final guy you unlock for a reason. Alright. We're gonna go down to King's Quest. Move the rubble, see if there's any loot. We've done this one before, I believe. Fresh damage, see if there's signs of a violent struggle. Move the rubble. We see group of goblins. We'll be fine. High MDB took a little bit of damage. We got a bunch of loot. Bury the bodies. There we go. It's not a wound serious enough that he's actually going to need any medical attention anytime soon. He's not in risk of dying. Oh, getting attacked by skeletons. Gonna have to auto-resolve, but they're gonna lose. Yep, they lost. They got really hurt. See, this is why I wanted them to have an escort. Okay, go 4 tiles away. Break for camp, and hope no one dies. That's all we can do. Get some food while you're at it. That's the risk about getting a dedicated group for that this early in the game. Alright, hunting, you'll be fine. There we go. Sometimes it does a turn that takes a long time. Okay, no one died. They're fine. Yeah, you can sleep there another night, actually. Time for the second part of King's Quest.
You follow the treasure map provided by King Arathor, and you come across a great ravine. You know that the next clue to where the treasure is lies beyond. There is a bridge that can lead you safely over the ravine, but you see a ghostly figure standing at the threshold.
I'm sure everyone will get this reference.
You approach the bridge, and the ghost turns to you and speaks. If the bridge you seek to cross, you must be ready for a loss. Questions of you will be asked, and with answers you are tasked. But beware of answers wrong, lest you prove not so very strong. 3 questions I will ask, and you must finish the whole task.
Yeah, fine, we'll face your questions.
The one who speaks is the one who the truth seeks, and should they fail, their fate will prevail. The first person walks up to the ghost, and it speaks again. What is your name?
Tell him your name.
Good, good. Next question. What is your favored color on this earth?
Tell him your favorite color.
Correct. The final answer you must now give. What speed would a rock thrown by a troll fly?
Give him a very specific and detailed answer based on detailed calculations that take into account the average troll's size and strength and estimates the size of the rock as well as the potential weather variations.
Yes. Your calculations are correct. You may now pass. The ghost disappears, but you feel he left a blessing upon you. When you're on the other side of the bridge, a new map appears in front of you with the following inscription. You have passed the test of determination, and so, as a knight of Camroth, you can now claim your treasure. Follow this map and seek out a hidden place where your treasure awaits.
Oh good, almost forgot about the treasure.
The map is simple, but clearly inscribed with magic, so it should be easy to follow.
That's what we get for having a high enough max intelligence on the team. Alright, we'll start working our way over there. We'll hunt that on the way. Oh, and that! Social manipulation of the witch. There we go. Got ourselves a button, which is just an artifact that gives you a tiny amount of armor, but you can give it to somebody who has a very low weight capacity. Level up. Expedition 2, Perception, Gathering. I just want a lot of gathering, really. Expedition 1, Health, Strength, nice. And Home Base, Adrenaline Boost on Savvy. Not bad. Skeleton Tomb, we could easily clear that with an auto-resolve. There we go. So this is the problem with the game that people sometimes find exciting and sometimes find boring, is it becomes very fast-paced because you can auto-resolve a lot. Okay, we actually found a natural place of iron. That's not bad. Oof. Nope. Go back. Skeletons aren't gone yet. They're still there. We'll stay up there because we can see from up there. I should have 8 gathering right now with the item equipped. I think so. You are... which group are you with? I actually don't remember. Oh man, I miss Iron Chef. Like the old good Iron Chef. You are at a gathering of 7. Ooh.
You see fresh boar tracks. It looks like a large pack.
No, I'm not following it. A lot of enemies around here, but fairly weak ones. Looks like a spider nest up there.
You come to the place marked on the map, and instead of a cave or a hidden treasure chest, a small lake appears out of nowhere.
Closer
Take
look.
a few steps forwards and feel a blessing fall upon you. You are rested, your wounds are healed, and you just feel really happy. As you stand there, basking in the new feeling, a woman appears out of the lake and speaks in a calm yet commanding voice. Welcome, Knights of Arathorn. You are far from Camroth, yet I, the Lady of the Lake, will grant your knightly boon as it was agreed.
8 max health for 20 turns on all our people. Thank you.
The lady barely looks at you and only nods. She hands you a sizable chest and recites, I hereby fulfill my oath to the Knights of King Arathor from Camroth. May these offerings guide you on your path to enlightenment and your quest for our kingdom. Fare thee well. One of your weapons becomes touched with magic and
Nice.
is now capable of siphoning life from the enemy.
Yeah,
The woman leaves the
Leech
chest
is a good
on the
ability.
shore and then disappears along with the lake.
Well, the items we got are pretty lame. And the weapon that got blessed is one I would probably never use anyway. I was really hoping a good weapon would be blessed. Unfortunately, we do not have many good weapons. So that was largely pointless outside of the experience was worth it. Also very close to more research. Good, he's got one more dragon shell going. We're gonna make our way home then. Alright, you're safe to finally set up camp. Sneak. There we go. Easy kill. Oh, you have a weight capacity issue. Why? How severely and why? Wow, that is severe. We'll break down some of the stuff. Usually when you break down stuff into the ingredients, it's less weight. What am I not going to use? This is actually pretty good. And that's pretty good. I'm not going to use that. Our weight's barely going down. These are both good. God, we don't have many things that aren't good. Alright. They're just going to move home slowly then. I don't mind. Oh, we got a research point too. Ooh. Yeah, they gotta move. Oh, great. The random event with the bandits again. Find what player came of intellect. They'll lose, though. Yeah, lost, so they took your food. Which is not a huge deal. They still have enough food to get home. Ugh. Oh, this sucks. You might get ganged up on really hard. They're close to home. I don't like that. Alright. We're looking okay. Yeah, they've got a clear path home now. I could drop some wood. You know what? That's something I should have done earlier. Yeah, destroy a bunch of wood. There we go. That got the rest of our movement. That was the main issue. What do we want to use this research on, though? Watchtower's kind of lame, not super important. However, it leads to good things, like right here is a barracks and right here is an archer range, and those are both very good. We also have, I wouldn't mind researching bows. They're very lightweight and they're very useful. We don't have a good source of vines, though, and vines are really good secondary material for it. We could just get the dark wood, but we don't need that. We could research one-handed swords, but we don't have a good metal source. I'd love to save up and just get silver. Maybe some steel is close to home. Steel's really good for like swords. Mithril swords are amazing. I'd love mithril. Say Watchtower, that's your vote? Nah, Watchtower's not very good. Is there any obvious choice around here? So much Darkwood. Darkwood's not great though. But for all I know, there could be like a metal right here that I really like. We're gonna go ahead and take steel. Steel's a really, really good metal for making weapons with, and armor, although it's very heavy. And also, yeah, if I say cancel, you don't know of such a thing, yeah. If you build with enough steel too, you'll attract orcs, and orcs are very good warriors. What's the purple stuff? Those are exotic fruits. There we go. So it will mark off one thing of steel. Not super far away, but not super close either. I'd want to gather that with my good group. The only problem is my good group doesn't really have a whole lot of... my good group doesn't have a whole lot of gather rate. Okay, I actually really need to build a smithy now. That's something I should have done earlier, and it just slipped my mind. That's a pretty good crafting bonus on the smithy. And then we'll be cooking a lot better, because for whatever reason, it just helps crafting of everything. Got you 500 hit points. Thanks, Undestroyed. I really appreciate it. Yeah, sneak. There we go. And you guys can go right back out on the field, I guess. It's a little dangerous to go too far away right now. I'm kind of feeling getting some spider leather. Oh god, fucking Heinz purple ketchup. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. Alright, gather spider silk. We can use that to get some research. God, these guys are overweight again.
The air becomes thick and stuffy, and a chilling silence befalls the land. Then a hungry grumble tears across the land, and the sky is torn by a white flash of Perron's fury. A thundering storm cuts through the skies, and your village is in its path.
Brace yourself. It's the only thing I can do.
The storm rages for hours on end. Thunder strikes from the heavens, bringing destruction and fear. Trees fall before your eyes. Stones fly as the angry winds blast into every corner of the land. Fires break out where the angry hand of Perron hits hardest. As your people try to stay safe, some inevitably fall prey to small injuries. The storm is nearly over, but the last few angry thrusts seem more vicious than ever. One of the people, terrified and confused by the chaos, runs out into the open and finds shelter under a tree.
Run after the person. These wounds here are very minor.
You run after the fool and try to take
one of those
them
might
back
be
to a
bad.
safer place, but a thunder strikes the tree they were hiding under. You both receive some burns, but you see the tree fall where your friend stood just seconds ago.
Okay, no wounds serious enough that anyone's gonna die. Good. Now we can finally drop off all this stuff. We have a lot. Need more strength on our warriors to carry this stuff. There we go. Okay, that helped a lot. I'm sure the weight's much lower now. Much better. Still not amazing. And everybody leveled up. Good. Jetstream got 2 more gathering, which is a lot. What time is in Canada? Yeah, Canada has 6 time zones. There is no what time is in Canada. It's just what time it is for me. I'm East Coast, so it is 5:42 p.m. You know, same time zone as like Florida and New York. Those are places people know better, right? Yeah. 5:42 in Ontario. Savvy's got it. Oh, 9 gathering seems decent. 9 gathering is very high. I forget if you have an item that helps you with it. You're in the gather group, right? Yeah. Do you have an item that helps with that? No, without an item, 9 is very high. With a decent item, we could easily get you up to like 13, and that'd be pretty great. Alright. Do I want to move out and get steel? I'll go in that direction mostly to explore, because if we know that there's mountains with metal over there, then we want to see what else is there. You gave me an amulet too. Oh, that's part of it, yeah. Oh, we just gained a population. A gatherer joined the village. Yeah, all right. The gatherer also has 1 to crafting, so you can help with cooking, because we need that more than the gathering right now. The gatherer will be named Naman. Watching from India. Oh, cool. You're our second Indian viewer then. Is Siphon here? No, I don't think Siphon's here right now. I don't see Siphon's name. Then again, this list is wrong sometimes. Siphon's from India. Ooh, we're walking blind at this point. We could just camp. But I think I'll just go 1 space up and get the dragon leather while we camp. There we go. Got our leather, and the smithy is done. Thank you. We're working way faster now. I don't have enough? Whatever. Or is it? Yeah, it's straight up you don't have enough. Not you've started production on 1 and you don't have enough. I will double check though. Leave. That's a random event where if you can either climb a tree and then you'll get attacked by a giant crow, or you can go to chop it down and you'll get attacked by a giant crow. So I'm just not gonna get attacked by a giant crow. Yeah, he just can't do it right now. Okay, that's fine. Go make a silk tunic. And we have another crafting point. I think I'm gonna save up for silver and then mithril. Mithril's the best metal in the game. It's incredible the stuff you can make with it. Okay, so steel's over there. I want to go in that direction.
You notice a faint glow amongst the forest shrubbery and discover luminous wild mushrooms growing in a perfect circle. These shrooms could have many uses, either as medical...
Leave! Not taking that risk. Gee, I wonder if this is part of some kind of ritual that I shouldn't get involved in. Alright. Gather that steel. Thankfully, the gather rate on steel is not particularly slow considering the quality of metal that it is. It only takes 1 point to get, but is very good. How are you guys doing? You're almost out of wood. And you don't have any wood in your range. That's a shame. Go take a trip home. Drop off that spider silk. Better safe than sorry. Do not collect the dragon bones. There you go. And you know what? Get some string. Just gather a bunch of string. Really close, really safe. Yeah, we'll hold on to that point till we get silver. Silver's pretty good. And it leads to mithril. Anyway, I hate to end the stream so abruptly and also not go as long as I've been streaming lately. But I actually have a lot of stuff to get done this month just because, you know, Brandon's going off to basic training in the military early next month. So I got a lot of stuff that I want to finish up with him first. You know, I'm sure you guys want to see the ending of Terraria and all that stuff. So I got to make sure that I am super free to record when he's able to record. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the second stream of it. Again, I'm going to stream this every single Tuesday until it's done. So thank you everybody so much for watching. And until next time, have a nice day.